Hey everyone, welcome to the Fin Factor post-game live edition. This is the post-game for round 3, game 1, San Jose Sharks against the Blues, and we have defeated them by a score of 6-3.
Handedly,
with,
yes.
with the empty net goal, but yes, 6-3.
Was there any doubt?
I mean, yes.
Towards the end?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, towards the end, no, but I'm
Right.
saying leading into the game, yeah, of course there's a little bit of doubt, right? They're a very good team. Nothing wrong with the St. Louis Blues. Again, there's a lot of depth there. There's a lot of skill there. So they think they match up really well against the Sharks tonight. Not their best showing, but look for a better effort as the series progresses, I would say.
Yep. I thought the Blues looked okay. It wasn't like they were completely dominated, but I thought most of the first period they seemed to be getting stuck in their zone a lot and icing a lot. They couldn't get the puck out of their own zone. So the Sharks did a great job of sustaining pressure on them and getting their chances. And I thought St. Louis goals, mostly were kind of a little on the scrappier side, I guess.
Okay.
Not that that's a bad thing. Goals are goals.
Sure.
But I thought that if the Sharks can clean that up a little bit, they're going to look even better. So, and I thought some of the goals that the Sharks got were off of turnovers.
Right.
I thought St. Louis, I mean, there was a stat, I think, halfway through the game at
Giveaways.
almost double the amount of giveaways, giveaways. St. Louis gave the puck more away than the Sharks did.
Yeah.
So I think the next game is going to be a lot tighter. I think game 2 is going to be tighter because St. Louis is going to go back and say, we need to tighten up things. We need to stop giving the puck away and hitting guys harder than they were, which they were hitting pretty hard.
Yeah, they were definitely throwing the body out there. I made a tweet out there saying, gosh, they look like they're human cannonballs. I mean, there was, anytime any of the players touched the puck, and as soon as they got out the puck off their stick, I mean, there was a blue that was coming in 100 miles an hour.
Especially if it was Carlson, too. They were taking him. There was some stat that was like he'd been hit like 5 times in the first 10 minutes. Yeah. And it wasn't just like, oh, here's a little check.
No, they're definitely targeting him. Yeah, they're going after him for sure.
Yeah, at the very end of was it the end of the first or the end of the second? Perron came flying in. Yeah. Second man, I tweeted that out. I'm like, this is the second guy.
Yeah.
Like, he was already getting hit by someone else, and then Perron came in and threw his elbow at his head, just trying to hit him. I thought it was a little dirty. Perron's
real quick,
a dirty player, but
I'm going to interrupt both of you.
Yeah.
Because Max Nielsen, thank you very much for $9.99 in the super chat.
Thank you.
$1 for every minute we were late.
We should have been later.
No, that's exactly what the next couple comments
Don't
were.
tempt us.
Yeah. Oh, well, next time.
Thank you, though.
Next time we'll be 100 minutes late. Joke's on you. No, but thank you so much. We appreciate all the support that we're getting from you guys. It's going to go a long way into purchasing a new camera that doesn't have issues. So, again, thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, as far as the game went, I think the first period there, it was funny because the Blues actually outshot the Sharks, I think, by a shot total of 10-9. So you were saying it felt like they couldn't get in the zone, dumping it out. It just kind of felt like, I don't know, maybe the numbers didn't tell the whole story from like the eye test we were watching didn't really kind of resemble what was coming up in the stats. I mean, how did you feel about that?
Well, it's not like St. Louis didn't have their chances. I thought they had chances. They obviously scored some goals, but I thought it was more like longer sustained pressures where they got stuck and pinned in the zone for a while. Then they got out, and then they were able to do some damage against the Sharks. So, but it just seemed like there were longer periods where they were kind of stuck, and the Sharks were doing a good job.
Gotcha.
Thank you very much, John Bianchi, for the $1.99 in the super chat.
Hey,
throw us a question or a comment, and I'll get back to that. What do you guys think of the what was it, Nyquist to Couture, very first goal?
Oh,
that was a beaut.
Well,
man.
First of all, that was the let's give credit where credit's due.
Meyer knocking that dude over, yeah.
Just what was it, Pietrangelo?
Well, that was the fourth goal.
No.
Is that the one we're talking about or no?
No, the
very
first goal.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. The Nyquist pass over to Couture, the one-timer.
It was a 2-on-1, but that play started with Meyer knocking somebody over.
Yes, he bulldozed him over. It's fantastic.
Isn't that what I just said?
No, you're talking about Timo's goal, I thought.
No,
I
said
was
Timo. Let's give credit where credit's due.
See, now we got to.
Timo ran over. Who was it? Pietrangelo.
We reset the camera.
Somebody reset Pietrangelo. Correct me if I'm wrong. See, these guys, I don't know. So Timo runs over Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo falls down. Timo kind of is searching for the puck, and Nyquist picks it up. Right, Nyquist basically skates right in, creates a 2-on-1 because Pietrangelo's on the ground or on the ice. I thought Nyquist was going to shoot it because I thought the passing lane was taken away. To be honest, I thought that was going to be a shot. I'm like, it's going to be too bad because it's a good opportunity in there.
And I thought he made a great play to get that puck across to Couture. I mean, if he got that puck across, wide open net because Pennington was definitely playing the shot there.
So long as he elevates.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't even matter. You could have Bennington was so far to his right,
yeah.
playing the shot that it was an easy tap in almost, but he had to one-time it in.
No, he did. He
slammed it.
He had it in the wheelhouse and he let it go. So it wasn't a little tap. He definitely unloaded on that one. So.
Yeah.
Very nice goal. Love that goal.
John, thank you very much. That was the guy who did the $1.99 in Super Chat earlier. First time tuning in. Love the show. The Fin Factor makes my body tingle.
Whoa, first time tuning in. You already know about the body tingle
Could be a
thing.
podcast listener still.
Okay. All
First
right.
time tuning
That's
in.
true. That's true.
John Doe, $4.99 in the Super Chat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
Brent Burns, 88, had one of his better D-end games tonight, and EK9 showed up both physically and on the score sheet.
Yeah.
Maybe Kane needed a little rest there. A couple days off of just nothing, right?
Sure.
And maybe he gets up a little bit more for these kinds of games too, where they're going to be physical, and so he's going to push back. So I thought he looked good tonight. He didn't. I don't think he got on the score sheet tonight, but he looked pretty good.
Well, I think Joe was talking about Eric Carlson. You talking about Kane?
I thought you said EK.
EK9.
Oh,
now,
EK9.
first he gets it wrong. Now you get it wrong.
Yeah, see, we're all messed up.
We need to
over
start
here.
on time next time.
No, I think again, it's one of those things where I'd like to see more out of Evander Kane, but at the same time, again, this is where the depth of the Sharks kind of comes into play. Where if any one guy or any one line isn't really clicking that night, we got enough talent on the team to kind of pick up the slack, right? And tonight it was Logan Couture with a couple of goals, right?
Timo Meyer.
and
He's
Timo
the
with a
usual
couple goals.
suspect, kind of. He's been pretty consistent. But I was thinking about this on the way over here. The guys that we kind of called out in our last episode, where we did the series recap and the series preview of the Blues, Timo Meyer and Kevin Labanc were kind of the two guys. And what did they do tonight?
Yeah.
Timo Meyer had a gorgeous goal, and then even
Labanc,
Labanc had a ridiculous goal.
Yeah.
So those guys stepped it up today and took a little bit of the pressure off of Couture and Burns, and I guess Pavelski, even though he scored.
I can just hear Joe Thornton's voice in my head. Oh yeah, what a beauty, huh? What a beauty.
What a beauty.
Beauty goal, yeah. No, it was just, honestly, just a great effort by the boys in teal tonight. I didn't think that St. Louis necessarily played poorly. They did have a lot of giveaways, but I don't know. It was fairly evenly matched, and I think the Sharks just took more advantage of the opportunities that they had.
I didn't think they played. St. Louis didn't play poorly. That's not the right word. But
Right.
they were sloppy.
Okay.
They were a little sloppy, and I think they know as much. I was listening to Darren Pang on the way over here, who is the analyst, former goaltender of the Blues, and he's the analyst of the Blues.
Okay.
TV and radio. So he was on there saying that they looked a little sloppy, just in their own end, kind of getting the puck out. What?
Nothing. I'll read it off in a second here. John Doe, $4.99 again. Thank you very much in the Super Chat there.
Thank you.
Blues coach was very professional talking. Oh my gosh. Hi, my name is Joe, and I want to read this comment. John Doe, $4.99 in the Super Chat. Thank you very much. Blues coach was very professional talking about the double minor in post-game interviews. I mean, I don't know. I can't even remember what the initial minor was, but like that second one on Kane, like you couldn't have said that wasn't slashing. Like his stick exploded out of his hands.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Broke in half. Like he just slashed it right in half.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and that's kind of like what they call an equipment malfunction, right? But at the same time, this is what the sticks are made out of now. It's a composite material that tends to break a little bit more easily when you slash it. If you
have
these
a broken stick,
got these old
right
wooden sticks, these pieces of lumber.
Right.
It's a little bit different, but with these ones nowadays, because they're made to be lighter and everything else. So yeah, it's an equipment malfunction, but at the same time, man, you got to hit that thing pretty hard to break it. I mean, I think.
Yeah.
Unless it was already on its way out,
Yeah.
But Jake Nerwinski, $2. Thank you very much in the Super Chat, and it is for a new beard brush.
Oh,
Beautiful.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I guess he put
just getting so
he put the
gross.
picture out
He did.
today.
Yeah.
Where I had the brush. Yeah. No,
I'm gonna post a picture up of was it Game 1 and Game 7 of Round 2, like the difference between this thing, because it was like the Game 1, it was like a little clean. It was in, but it was a little cleaner, and now it's just getting bushier and curly and long and gross, and itchy. It's so itchy.
James Federico, $3.50 in the Super Chat. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Would
James.
you
Who is that?
entertain
James Federico.
James
thank
Federico.
you.
Would you entertain a custom hat with a teal snap? I think season 2, we're probably going to try to get some ideas from people because there's been a lot of chatter about different things.
Yeah.
Sweatshirt for one. That seems to
The
be
wool
big.
hoodie, I guess.
Yeah.
And then if the snap back
Toasters,
and everything.
whatever we can do.
Fin Factor toasters. Body tingle lotion.
Body wash. Yeah.
That's good. No, and we could talk more about that stuff later on too. I think we'll. Yeah, I don't know. We'll probably talk more about the game for the time being, but definitely open to all this. In fact, why don't we let you guys think about things that you might consider? Don't necessarily have to put them in the chats now, but things that maybe you would be interested in. And then more towards the end, you can kind of just bombard us with that at the end there. That'd be good.
Real quick, Illuminato, going back to the stick breaking.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber is pretty hard to break, but it's hard to tell if it's almost about to break. That's the issue, too. So
Yeah. I mean, it's almost got like a shelf life, right? So many times they can flex that much, and then it's just going to snap in half. But yeah, it's, I don't know. Wood sticks broke too, just the same.
Yeah.
So you slash someone that hard, you're going to break it.
Yeah.
And they did. And that's like, it's almost like a high sticking call or a puck over the glass. Like, it's one of those calls that
You can't not call.
99 times out of 100, they're going to call that if the stick breaks when they slash it. It's different when you slash it out of the guy's hands and he drops it, because then he's just not gripping the stick enough. And we've seen that get called, and you're kind of like, that's kind of weak. Like, the guy should have held onto a stick, but unless he slashed his hand.
Yeah, for sure.
But then it's a slashing call.
Right.
Or
But, put us on the 5-on-3 and we end up capitalizing on it. So, I mean.
I am so glad we actually didn't get a shorthanded against us.
I noticed that power play looked a lot different. That 5-on-3 looked a lot different than what they normally did. Because Burns and Carlson were skating around, and they put Burns in that one-time shot. It didn't work, but they did it. They tried it a couple times, and they changed the look of how it was.
But it was threatening.
Oh, totally.
I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
It was threatening. When I saw both EK65 and Burnsy, I'm going, okay, here we go, here we go. So, but yeah, no, and then Burns sets up over there, and then it was at one point, I think they got it to Couture or something at the top there, and everybody kind of cycled around, and they just kind of realigned themselves up on the point there.
It was really good movement. It wasn't stagnant power play where they're just not moving at all. Everybody was moving, it was flowing, and St. Louis had no chance to really stop anything because there was so much movement.
Now, St. Louis only had the one power play, and I know that we were told by a St. Louis Blues fan that was one of the things to look out for was pass. Where's Tarasenko?
Yeah.
I wasn't really paying attention on their power play to what they were doing exactly because I had other things going on at the same time. But so you guys tell me, or maybe you know, did you see that? Did you see pass, find Tarasenko? Is that what it looked like?
They looked sluggish. Like they looked like they weren't moving their skates. They were passing the puck and moving around and they had possession pretty well. But it looked like they were definitely looking for Tarasenko. Like he's like the only sniper on the team practically, or at least they think. So they just go to him all the time.
You know what?
Goes through him.
I was more scared of than any sort of sniper because it seemed like Jones was seeing the pucks pretty well. It was in the third period, close to the end, when they were all just collapsing on the net.
Yeah.
Like, and I just wrote this in there because
the scrum,
the scrum. It was just like it's got to go in. There's so many people, or that the one guy who's basically sitting by like the far post, who's just waiting for the puck to come through, and it's like nobody's on him, and I'm screaming at my computer like, get over there, but obviously they can't hear me.
Right.
But I do want to mention Nathaniel Arias. Thank you very much. That's the Colorado fan who joined us last series.
Oh, cool.
Thanks.
$1.99 in the super chat. 3 wins away from Sharks v Bruins. Enjoy your show. Bruins haven't won either, but I mean that's 1 win for the Sharks, 1 win for the Bruins so far.
Yeah. I'm looking for a strong showing out of the Canes. I mean they're kind of doing the same thing that I've been talking about, right? So for the Sharks tonight, are we ahead in the series? Yes, we're up 1-0. Are we really, in my mind? No, we're where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to win our home games, right? So I'm expecting that we're going to at least win one of the 2 home games. I'd like to win both, obviously. I would feel a whole lot better if we won both. But this, to me, is where the Sharks ought to be, right? Same thing with Boston. Boston is a team that's, they're a very good, very solid team. I would be shocked if they didn't win at least one of their first 2 home games here. So they're doing the job that they're supposed to do. Are they ahead in the series? By the numbers, yes. But they're just doing the thing that everyone's expecting them to do. And when Carolina goes back home, I would expect that Carolina's going to pick up at least 1 or 2 at home, right? So
I'm interested to see how the Sharks look in Game 2 because in each round they've won Game 1 and lost Game 2. So hopefully they can win Game 2 and really put the pressure on St. Louis going back to St. Louis. And at that point, steal one of those 2 games in St. Louis to come back home and then finish it out here. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I always hope for, but I really hope for it now only because they have not won a Game 2 yet.
Okay.
At home,
well, they're due.
They're due. Well, if they play like they did tonight,
Yeah.
even if St. Louis changes and adjusts, I think they're going to have a hard time keeping up with the Sharks.
Okay.
I just think the Sharks' depth is a little bit,
and that
just a little bit more.
That was something I saw on Twitter as well. Did you feel like they were out skating, out hustling, that the Blues couldn't match the speed of the Sharks? Because that's not something you hear very often, is that somebody can't match the speed of the Sharks. We have some fast players.
I feel like St. Louis looked a little sluggish and tired overall. Like they just looked like they were fatigued from the last round. Or the last game, maybe, of the last round. I don't know. They just didn't seem like they were skating hard and hitting hard, but they weren't. They were just sloppy decisions making and sloppy plays.
It did look like they were focused more on, and I think I may have mentioned this to you guys in the chat there. It was like, I think they were focused on investing in the series, not in the first period, because the first period really just looked like they were looking to hit somebody.
Yeah.
Even though I think, like you said, they may have outshot the Sharks in the first period. But Tyler McElroy, thank you very much, $2 in the super chat. Go Bells, and then follow that up again. Tyler McElroy, $2, 7 more wins to go.
Oh, yeah.
We're more than halfway there now.
Yeah, absolutely. This is great.
It's
I
crazy.
love it.
It's crazy.
Well, to me, the crazy thing is that it's how it coincides with what we've been doing here, right? I mean, we've been talking about doing a show like this for a long time, for, probably a year or two before we actually did sit down and do it. And then, I mean, we're looking pretty good right now. So wouldn't this be amazing if this was kind of like
Stop it.
a special year?
Stop it.
I'm just saying, wouldn't it be
Stop it.
amazing if
You
it was
already
a special
called it during
year?
the season. So
yeah.
I want to go. I'm gonna go with Dana Meyerson. Hello from St. Louis. I'm a Sharks fan who just happened to be in St. Louis this week. Got a lot of funny looks wearing my Shark sweater.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Thanks for joining us.
very much.
Thanks for dropping in. We appreciate it.
And then I had another comment here, and I've lost it. But it was basically Nyquist's play. How you guys enjoying Nyquist's play? Was he coming? He was hot at the end of the season, or is he just playing well playoffs here?
I think he's always been playing well, and he just hasn't been capitalizing. Like he's starting to. He hasn't quite scored a lot of goals, but he's been playmaking, doing really well. I mean, the goal tonight, the very first goal, the one he set up Couture for, I thought that was a very difficult pass to get through the defender, and he got it through cleanly right onto Couture's stick. Like he had a very small window to do that, and that seemed very Joe Thornton-esque to do. But the fact that he is a goal scorer as well, I think that's why Pennington had to play him for the shot. Like if that was Joe Thornton coming down, I'm sure Pennington would have cheated
just
off,
a bit,
right?
Yeah.
Like to cover that far side because he's going to pass it. With Nyquist, you weren't sure, and I think he's been playing well. He skates well. He's quick. He brings a lot of speed to that line, and he's very highly skilled. And I'm thrilled to have him on the team. I think he's doing a phenomenal job.
Well, and to your point, I think if it was Joe Thornton, whoever the defenseman was that was guarding the play was probably going to be playing more the pass, as opposed to kind of halfway in between, right? So that would open it up for Joe to take the shot instead of making that pass across. So, it just speaks to Nyquist being a little bit more of an offensive, goal-scoring threat, right, if you will. So. But, I mean, the guy, you're absolutely right. His playmaking ability is something that's just amazing. And I see a lot of Joe Thornton's ability to make the pass, find the open man. I see a lot of that in Gus Nyquist. But I also see a lot of him kind of being that chihuahua, where he'll go and he'll fight on the boards and he'll get the puck. And, he's kind of got a little bit of a grindy feel to him sometimes. So there's a whole lot of good stuff going on with Gus Nyquist. I would like to see him get rewarded. I don't want to say it like I want to see more out of him. I just want to see him finally get rewarded because I see all the hard work and I see what he's doing, and it's not necessarily always showing up on the score sheet.
Right.
So I would like to see him on the score sheet kind of more as a like an appreciation for him, right? He deserves it at this point. He's done all the right things. He's playing the right way. He's doing a good job. It's just not getting buried for him. But hey, any way we heard on the broadcast today, any which way that that line can score, and they were saying this line is the most deadly line right now for the Sharks.
Yeah,
it's Nyquist and company. So it's great having the depth that we have, and when we're talking about Nyquist being part of the depth, well, not really because he's on the top that top line there, but I mean, gosh, when you look at everybody that we have on this team, do they match up against St. Louis? And they really do. And I know we got a comment that we haven't approved yet because it's a gigantic diatribe, and there's maybe a little bit of language there. I haven't gone through the whole thing, but. One of the Blues fans was saying, kind of railing us about, the Sharks and talking about the depth of not talking about the depth of the Blues and whatever else. Look, we're a Shark show, so we don't know the Blues all that well. That's why we reach out to you guys to get some opinions. We did have one Blues fan who gave us some bulleted points. talking very cordially, and that was great, and
Paul's
we loved
talking
it.
about the last video that we did.
Yeah.
That's where the comments are if you want to go and look at that.
Right,
the
right,
last, episode, I guess.
Right.
Episode
Episode 47. 47, yeah.
47, yeah.
So, and it was great having that interaction there, and it's like, yeah, this guy's got some really good points, and it's good because, again, we're not centered around the St. Louis Blues, so anything more that we can learn from you guys, all the better. Again, we've never claimed to be analysts here. We're fans. So the more we hear from other fans, the better, I would think. So,
thank you very much, Brent. I'm going to go with Brent Bachman, or Boakman,
Okay.
but $2 regardless.
Say it the way he puts it.
I'm going to say it, don't worry. Brent, $2 in the super chat. Sharks goal.
That's pretty good.
that's really good, actually. Yeah.
I heard it a lot lot tonight, so
Yeah.
I had a chance to practice.
Heard it a
Kim
lot,
Louise Rye, $5 in the super chat. Thank you very much.
Hey,
coming back
Kim.
to San Jose from SLC.
Yeah.
Hope to see another win from our boys.
I used to work with her.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Thank
She
you so
moved
much
to
for
Salt
that.
Lake City, and she's coming back for game 2.
Oh, that's the one I told
Yeah.
you. You done messed up, I told her.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it,
That's
Kim.
going to be awesome. I think I'm going to be going to game 5 if there is one.
Ooh,
How about you?
if there is one? Wow, really?
What if there's not?
See, here you are telling me not to say anything about special seasons, and here you are predicting sweeps.
There's still an asterisk of if necessary on that game.
It's only been game 1. Of course there is. Anyway, any other comment you wanted to? I thought you had something there.
No, well, actually, Aaron, could you real quick for me just say, gotta go fast?
Got to go fast.
Somebody mentioned that the Sharks shirt behind you is making it look like you have Sonic the Hedgehog haircut.
Throw some coins over his head.
Yeah, exactly. Ding, ding, ding. Tyler McElroy, thank you very much. $5 in the super chat. I bought season tickets this year for the first time, thinking that this may be the year. Wouldn't it be nice?
It's a good
Yeah.
time to buy
That was-
season tickets. It's a good bet.
Yeah.
Play the
I
lottery.
put a bet down when I was in Tahoe.
Mm-hmm.
In the
Before Carlson.
before Carlson got traded. So it was 12-1 odds that they would win. And then when he got traded, it was like 5-1 or something. Like it completely just jumped. But
Nice.
I was really mad because when it opened, it was 22-1 because at that point they hadn't signed on paper. They hadn't signed Hurdle, I think. Like all those people they extended.
Yeah.
Joe Thornton wasn't on the team.
Right.
So I wish I got in then. 22-1 sounds a lot better than 12-1. But I'm happy with 12-1.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, if you can get it down at the beginning of the season, your odds are probably, much better than
Yep.
already knowing that they're in, the Western Conference Finals. One thing really quick, I do notice back here that it said 1698 subscribers. So
Oh, yeah.
if two of you would like to smash that button, we'll be at 1700 mark. That's quite a milestone. So just throwing that out there for you guys. Yeah, go ahead.
John Doe, $4.99. Thank you very much.
Wow,
So
thank you.
Aaron knows hockey trivia, and Paul knows the episodes like the back of his hand. Everything is balanced as it should be, and I'm surprised because
Thanos.
normally you forget things quite easily.
Oh yeah, no, I'm forgetful for sure. Yeah,
Quite.
so.
That's okay.
But he's a
We
historian.
complement each other
He's
very well.
Yeah, he's a history buff. Yeah, no. And I remember telling you in the very beginning. You remember before we even started doing the show? You remember exactly what I said, right?
Yeah.
I said I feel like what's going to happen is I'm going to end up being the Brody, and you're going to end up being the Curtis, right? The guy that's got more of like the historical knowledge and everything. All the stat stuff. He remembers all this stuff, and I'm just a pretty face.
You're the goofy jester in the corner.
Yeah, that's me. There you go.
You know which
We're
goal?
supposed to get people to want to sub to the show.
So we had the 2-on-1.
Yeah.
The great one time. The next one was what? Was that one of Myers or was it LeBank's? Did he get the second one? Who got the second one?
You're asking me to remember the order.
You have the
I have the
computer right in
computer
front
right.
of you.
I do. I'm testing you.
I remember all of the
nice.
goals. I just don't remember what order they were in. If we're talking about LeBancs was awesome. He cut across and he just fired it in. It was just a snipe. I mean, really, is what it came down to.
Second or third. Because
Technically,
Myers,
Tyler Bozak had the second one. Technically.
Yeah,
Myers' sweet goal was the one that made it 4-2.
yeah, the Forsberg goal.
Oh yeah,
It
the
was-
one-handed.
No. I'm sorry. It was Joel Edmondson had the second one. I'm reading this in the wrong order. So Joe Pavelski had their second goal.
Pavelski. Then
Oh.
LeBanc
Oh, the
was
double
third.
tap. Yeah, so
Yeah, where
Pavs,
he just kind of like smacked at it a few times. That was
yeah,
the 5-on-3.
he smacked the puck and it bounces off the pad. It goes up and then he like hits it and it tips and it just kind of the puck just flips up in the air a little bit more and he just taps it again and it goes in. just like the hand-eye coordination, this guy is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I get it. You're really good at tipping pucks, right? You practice this all the time. Dude shoots it at you when you tip. Okay, he shoots it again, you tip.
But that's all
one
hand-eye
thing.
coordination,
But
right?
that's you looking at the puck from over there, and your muscle memory is to tip the puck, right? You comes over and you tip the puck.
But you have to have the vision to do that.
Exactly. This is now the puck going up in the air, and he's just trying to like look at a stagnant puck right in the middle, like as it's popping up, and he's trying to bat it in.
What is I wonder what his rating is in NHL 19
for deflections? It better be 99.
I'm actually-
or hand-eye. 'cause
Yeah,
hand-eye is
I'm
I'm,
another
I'm trying to
stat.
build Joe Pavelski, except he checks a lot more. But Paul, real quick, you
Yeah.
sound like Evander Kane.
I do.
You're just complaining about somebody else's skill and everything he does for the team.
Yeah, I'm one milestone after another. Well, speaking of which, Jumbo did pass another milestone today. 42nd overall. I'm sorry, 42nd all-time in playoff points
Wow.
or assists. I don't know. You let me know. But he's
missed
going to
that.
be, or maybe it was 43, and he's one away from 42. He's basically he's
tied or
ridiculous. He's a legend, right? I mean, the guy just again another milestone for some other thing that he's done. You know, it's again Evander Kane can't really keep track of it anymore, and he's tired of hearing about it.
And Paul, you
So-
know what? Another milestone right here.
Yeah.
1702, in fact.
Boom! Oh, thank you guys. That's great. Okay, so only 298 more to go. Come on, guys.
All right, we got one. Anyways, so I want to so after that tip or the constant barrage
Yeah,
of tips from
yeah.
Pavelski was Kevin LeBanc.
Yeah, Banker.
Just weaving through and picking a spot.
If I recall, Jumbo assisted on that one, right?
Thornton,
what's
yeah,
his line?
he got his assist.
Yeah, okay. No, it was just great. It was just a great snipe is all it was. I mean, this is a guy, Kevin LeBanc, that has come on the team. He was known for his goal-scoring ability. You throw him on the power play, and he's a playmaker. But, you know, you get him the puck, and he's got enough space. Even when he doesn't, he's got silky enough mitts that he can create space for himself. And then he just ripped it. I mean, he just sniped it on him. So
I think it's great to see him score 5 on 5
yeah.
and not only on the power play, right?
Great
and
point.
what I really enjoy about his game, I guess, or what his skill, what he does, is instead of I was watching the replay of that goal and I was like, you know, most players would shoot from when he first had the puck. And
Yeah.
he cuts in towards the middle to get into a more dangerous position.
confidence.
And it is. And
Yeah.
it's confidence and it's working. And I think I always get so angry at Sharks players when they shoot from the perimeter instead of going into those dirty areas
Yep.
and getting hit or making the play, right? And he consistently attacks the net and goes after it.
Yeah.
And I think he's putting himself in great chances, great scoring positions to score and thrive, and he's doing it. He's not missing the net.
Yeah.
He's not missing the shot. He's burying these chances. So it's good on him to do that. And I'm really excited that he's doing it on 5 on 5 because that's what we need is more
Yeah.
depth scoring. And this is the third line getting another goal here.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of talk in previous years about, you know, the importance of power play, and you have to have a good power play. And it's like, yes, that's true, but the majority of your time is spent 5 on 5.
Especially in playoffs.
Yeah, and if you're a phenomenal, that's a good point too. But
Yeah.
if you're a phenomenal 5 on 5 team, there's really no reason why you can't be a phenomenal power play team. So your focus really ought to be 5 on 5. And any time that you can get good depth scoring from, you know, basically your top 9, right? Anybody in your top 9 can put the puck in the net. I mean, that's phenomenal. And when you get that, you're on your 5 on 5 play as opposed to having to rely on a power play, right? Because we've heard Pete DeBoer say it too. Look, Kevin LeBanc is elite on the power play. Like that was the asterisk, right?
Right.
When Kevin LeBanc is on the power play, he is elite. So getting him a goal, like you said, 5 on 5, does a whole heck of a lot for his confidence,
Exactly.
for the ability of the Sharks to be a more threatening team to anybody else, right? So great to see him pot the goal. He deserves it too. He's a guy that's, you know, he's highly skilled and he works really hard out there, and you see it. And again, you know, he had a lot of points in that game 7. Or the whole 4 goals in 4 minutes comeback, and he had 3 assists and a goal.
Yep.
Right. Other than that, maybe his stats haven't been, you know, too hot. But again, good to see him coming alive. And this is again where the depth comes in, where any one guy or one line gets faltering a little bit, other guys are there to pick up the slack. And tonight it was, you know, partially Kevin LeBanc picking up some of the slack.
Yep.
So good.
Christopher, I'm going to go and butcher this name.
Yeah.
So just get ready for this one. It looks simple, but I'm going to mess it up. Christopher Balagso? B-A-L-A-G-S-O.
Balagso. Chris Balagso.
All right, Christopher Balagso. Thank you very much, Aaron, for fixing that. And thank you very much, Christopher, for the $5 in the Super Chat. Cheers to Cooch for breaking Ovi's playoff record since 2010, as far as playoff goals go.
Awesome. I mean, that's speaks to the longevity of the Sharks making playoffs.
Did he break it?
consistently. Well, he had more goals than Ovechkin.
Wow.
Well, that's
Yeah, I think-
and that's because the Ovechkin probably has like 70 goals per round, but he only plays one round.
Yeah, exactly. They lost to Pittsburgh many times in the first round
Yeah,
because they
that's
get
true,
pitted
yeah,
up against
yeah,
them. So the Sharks just go deeper in the playoffs more often than Washington did, I would assume.
Which again speaks to Doug Wilson and his
Right.
ability to put a good team together. It's a tough trophy to win, right? I mean, 30 teams are going to go home without the Stanley Cup.
Yep. And
So-
right now it's 27,
Yeah.
right?
No, it's already been whittled down. Yeah, for sure. There's only
So-
4 teams left. So
Right.
So someone's going to win it, and a whole bunch of other guys are going to go home sad. So not always. Just because your team is really, really good doesn't mean that they're going to go the distance. They can
Tampa.
get knocked out in the first round because of the parity in this league. Yeah, Tampa, exactly. I mean, Columbus is a really
Sorry,
good
Jay, I
team.
did
There
that
was
on
nothing
purpose.
wrong. What are you doing?
I coughed on purpose.
Oh, okay. There's nothing wrong with the Columbus Blue Jackets. They were a very good team and good enough to be able to take out one of the best teams.
Not just take out.
Swept.
destroy.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know. Again, it's one of those things that's I love about hockey is as long as you make it, you punch your ticket, you got your dance card, just go out there and play, and who knows, you can win and at any point. So Joe's laughing over here. What's
I am
going on?
laughing. Joey Overstreet, thank you very much. $10 in the super chat.
Okay.
First you beat my Avs, then you win against the team I'm rooting for. Can't you just let me be happy, please? I beg you.
I can let you be happy, and here's how: come to the teal side, and then you will be happy.
Join the dark side.
Yeah.
It's easier.
But hey, you know what? That's the thing is why aren't you rooting for the Sharks? You're here right now, right? Clearly, you like the show that we're putting on. We are a Sharks fan show, so join us, man. Seriously.
The way tone ever, the wait and never. I don't know. Joey, come to the. Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know.
I told you. You guys got the wrong guy reading stuff over here.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, he says Joey coming to the Shark side of the force. So
This is like
and
the
then-
best live we've ever done.
no, go back. Go back a couple episodes. I constantly do this. So
Okay, go ahead.
I come for the anyways. Raider Rich and Christ, thank you very much for the $2. Martin Jones, bad to the bones. Somebody was actually
yeah.
it was I think it was I don't give a Kachuk. Was asking like how do you guys respond to all the Jones hate? And I think now everyone loves Jones, but before you guys were saying
It's the same Jones. It's the same guy. Like really, okay. So maybe he has stepped his game up a little bit. Okay, maybe he has. Again, I think that the defense around him has played so much better that he's allowed to be himself, as opposed to always scrambling, trying to get loose pucks that are in front of him are now getting cleared a little bit better. The shots are more getting pushed to the outside. I can't exactly say that for tonight's game because I don't have a heat map in front of me. But
I think I noticed tonight.
Okay.
There was a lot of scrambles in front of the Sharks net, and I saw both Burns and Carlson clearing the puck into the corners instead of trying to push it up the board or push it up the boards or up the blue line.
Yeah.
They noticeably they got a clear line to the puck, and instead of trying to make a play or skate it out or whatever because there's tons of people around, threw it in the corner. And then figured it out from there. So at least cleared out in front of the net.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we've been talking about, what we wanted them to do. It's a little bit more conservative. And they're doing it, and it's obviously working. And I think tonight that fourth goal was pivotal, and that was the Meyer goal. Not because it was such a sweet goal.
It was beautiful.
But that made it 4-2 instead of, it was 3-2, and the Blues looked like they were staging a comeback. Right?
and
They were
that
pushing.
one right there, that was a forecheck goal where Couture just popped it loose and Meyer turned it right back around.
That was Parayko losing the puck, and he does not usually do that. So I don't expect them to be doing this in Game 2. I think they're going to clean that stuff up. But
Exactly.
good on Timo for getting the puck from Couture. You said poked it?
Yeah,
yeah.
a couple things about that one. First of all, Couture does do a really good job defensively, puts his stick out, and he kind of hides the stick at first, the length of it, and then he kind of throws it out there and boom, pokes it, right? So that was the first thing. Great defensive effort by Logan there at the offensive blue line, right?
Right.
Then, not only did Timo pick up the puck, but presence of mind, Gabriel Landeskog, presence of mind to put his skates across the blue line.
He didn't have to.
No, he did. The puck was still in that zone. He skated specifically across the blue line.
No, but Parayko hadn't even come out of the zone. He poked
No,
it.
he was.
No, he poked it before.
We'll take a look at the tape again.
I'm telling
We'll take a
you.
look at the tape again.
He poked it before, and Timo got the puck in the offensive zone. He didn't have to touch up.
I'll
And
tell you
then
right
he
now.
We'll take a look at it again.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm
But
telling
it
you.
sure looked like Timo
put-
made an effort to tag up. So
I
don't need
you
to.
know what? I don't need to show
just-
you.
yeah.
I don't need to show you. I'll just tell you you're wrong.
Okay, cool. Well, you know what I'll say about
wait,
it?
Joe.
Here's what I'll
Say
say
it
about
again.
it.
Say it again.
No, here's
Here's
the
what
thing.
I'll say about
no,
it.
No, hang on.
Stop noises.
No. Here's what I'll say about it. Okay. He did touch up.
Oh, he
Right?
did. Oh, he did.
So there's no question about whether or not he's onside or offside.
But he didn't need to.
Right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He had the presence of mind to just tag up and make sure that there was no problem with it. Right?
He had the physics. Because the physics were pulling him out of the zone. He just also made a heck of a cut, turns around.
Oh, he could turn sharper than that.
Anyways, doesn't matter.
He could
Point
turn
is,
sharper than
he got a beautiful goal.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
He not only did he grab the puck, he burned. Who was it?
I don't know who the other defenseman
Whoever the other defenseman was, burned him.
Yeah.
Just skated right past
I don't know
him.
if it was the end of the shift or something, or if he, was exhausted.
It might have just been a
but he
momentum
just-
thing.
I think
He
it
was
was a
trying to catch
momentum
the puck
thing.
before Timo picked it up, and he just had the wrong momentum at that point. So
Yeah.
All right, well, Bear versus John, $2. Thank you very much in the super chat. And you guys are going to have to come back to this one because I need to go a couple. But Bear versus John, $2. Anyway, that Doug Wilson gets a GM of the year without a cup. But real quick, John Doe, $1.99. Thank you very much. Aaron, can you please say Bobrovsky for me?
you have to do what they paid you.
Bobrovsky is golfing right now, and Jones is not. There. He didn't say how.
got a
I had to say
point.
it.
By the way, also Joey Overstreet says for $5 in the super chat. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is the one we were asking to come to the Shark side. I will if it is a hammerhead shark. Also, glad to see that Joe Pavelski is back.
Hammerhead Shark. There you go. He's one of us now.
He's one of us as the officially converted. Nicholas Peterson, thank you very much. $1.99 in the super chat. Is it me or does Carlson need to shoot more? But first, let's go back to the GM question.
Talking about Melker or
Yeah.
Eric?
Well,
Yes, both.
When they say Carlson, they mean Eric. When they say Melker, they mean Melker.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
But back to the GM question. Can he win GM of the year without winning a cup?
Yeah, I think they don't just give that to the people who win the cup.
Because that's voted on before the playoffs start, right?
I believe,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a regular season trophy anyway. So now, will he get it? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's...
Doug Wilson should already be in the Hall of Fame as
Yeah.
a player, let alone a GM. So there's no love because we're on the West Coast.
Wow, okay. I'm just calling him out, huh?
Just calling him out.
What was the
Yes,
other question?
he should be.
He
Yes,
should
he
be.
should be.
Yeah, I agree. He's done a phenomenal. But here's the problem
I
with
didn't-
it,
I don't
right?
think
Here's
that-
the problem. Doug Wilson has made small, little, subtle changes, or even when they're big ones, like Erik Karlsson bringing him in or Nyquist, it's like one guy here and there, as opposed to having to do a full-blown rebuild, and then all of a sudden that team did really, really well. Or like, say, Vegas, right? They started from nothing. They started from just like picking random players.
Vegas
I know.
They started
Take
picking second
advantage
liners.
of the other stupid GMs in the league.
I know, I get that, but I'm just saying, they at least had the foresight to say we need this guy, this guy, this guy to build a team that went to the Cup final. I mean,
it's already too much Vegas talk. Let's keep going.
that's fine. All I'm saying is that Doug Wilson has done such a good job that he's almost worked himself out of that conversation, because every time he does something to make the team a little bit better, it's making the team a little bit better.
The
right?
way you can look at it, look at the results. The
Yeah.
Sharks have missed the playoffs once in the last 15 years or something
and
like
see,
that.
they don't have a trophy for who's been the best GM over a 15-year stretch.
That's what this should be.
I agree, but it's for an every year trophy,
I
right?
know,
So
right.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that's
hard to
why he's basically doing such a good job that he's making himself not
mean,
in that conversation,
you can
because he
almost-
doesn't have to blow it up and start over and then be good,
You
right?
can almost say St. Louis is good because they made a lot of moves
Mm-hmm.
before the season started, and they thought that they were going to be a very good team, and
It
they
was a
were in
coaching
last
change
place
that
on
made them good, right?
January 3rd, right? So yeah, they made a coaching change in December or something. They fired,
January.
or even November. They
Oh, yeah.
fired him early. So I could see the St. Louis GM being up for it just because of the number
The
of
turnaround.
moves and the turnaround and everything. Because they missed playoffs, I believe, last year. So
They're the first team in NHL history, though, to be in 31st
Yeah.
and to make it this far in the playoffs.
well, that's because there was never 31 teams until 2 years ago.
You know what? Vegas wasn't there either, so whatever. You're just hating on.
They said we're done with the Vegas talk.
I was hoping we would.
Stop it.
I stopped.
Stop it. That's going to be the word of the day.
What? Stop
on
it.
Pee Wee Herman. Vegas.
Oh, Vegas. Super producer Jason getting an earful right now. Go ahead. You got another comment?
Well, no, I'm going to go to Timo Meyer's fifth goal now.
Okay.
Because I'm just trying to finish
Yeah,
out, going
yeah,
through the
it's
game
good.
here.
I like that goal, too.
I like that goal too.
Oh,
that was the
off
one
the
that was
skate.
basically just throw it towards the
Yeah.
net, and it was off skate, off
I-
pad, and in.
I
right?
feel like the Sharks should be doing that a lot more often, especially in overtimes.
Aaron, what are the three things we need to win a Stanley Cup?
Health, depth, luck.
There you go.
There's the
All
luck.
right, thanks guys. Thanks for tuning
We're-
in. And,
yeah. End of show. Fiend. No, I mean, okay, the Sharks are feeling pretty healthy right about now, right? Erik Karlsson looks better than he has at the end of the season, other in the regular season at
Pavelski
least.
looked great tonight.
Pavs is back. That's good enough for me, right? And again, we've got Donskoy playing on that low utilization line. I mean, that tells you again about the depth and the health that everybody's able to play.
He was another guy that was injured and missed a few games.
Right. And so what was the last component? Luck. Well, you throw the puck at the net, good things happen. We've heard Curtis say that plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
Threw it at the net, bounced off a skate, went in.
How many times have we seen Sharks get scored on from that goal, right? It's great to see the Sharks finally capitalize on something like that. Let's go back. There was that question about Karlsson shooting more, right?
Yeah, that was. I will find that for you. And it was Nicholas Peterson.
I feel like
more.
Karlsson started off shooting a lot this season, and he's had the worst luck in terms of getting shooting lanes open, hitting the goal. He's missed the goal and hit so many posts. I feel like his confidence got shot to the point where he's just like, I'm just gonna pass it off because we have so many other goal scorers here. I don't need to be the guy like I was in Ottawa.
Right.
Yeah, well, he had said that at the beginning of the season, right? Like, I don't need to be the guy here.
Exactly.
He's one of the guys. Yeah.
But I think even in the beginning of the season, he just said, I'm not going to score any goals anymore.
Yeah,
right?
he did.
Like as a joke, kind of as a joke.
Yeah.
But I really think his confidence in actual goal scoring is a little shot, and there's so many other options and elite goal scorers around him that he is okay passing it, basically selling out for the shot to open up a lane to pass and someone else to shoot and score. And I think he's done a great job of it.
Yeah, and so many times tonight I saw in the defensive zone, I saw Erik Karlsson holding onto the puck, and then he kind of makes this little flinch like he's about to pass, and everybody bites on it. And then he just holds on to the puck. It's like he does this thing like, oh, I'm about to pass, and they kind of make that turn. He just keeping it, and he just holds it to himself. And that's in the defensive side of the puck. Now, on the more offensive side, yeah, he looked like he was getting ran into quite a bit when he was trying to pinch in, and then they would just run into him. Yeah. And I agree. I'd like to see him put the puck on net more, and I think, if one of them happens to go in, it'd be, for him a really big confidence booster. I don't know that he lost all of his confidence. I think he just kind of realized, I need to play the game a different way. And even though when he came in, that was one of the things they said, was Erik Karlsson just needs to play like Erik Karlsson. The problem is Erik Karlsson didn't need to be Erik Karlsson on this team. He just needed to be a guy that can move the puck. And that's really all he needed to be. He didn't need to be the standout superstar stud. But he's doing that in the puck control. You can see it all night. I mean, he's not skating as well as we know he can, but he's so confident with the puck. I've seen him too many times where he's got the puck on his stick, and again, he's faking somebody out, and he just hangs on to it, and everybody kind of overcommits to what he's doing, and he's faking him every time, and it's great. So I think, again, for him, it's just a matter of realizing, or he already realized this, I believe, that, again, I don't have to be the guy out there. I just need to play a different style of game than I'm used to. And what that style is essentially just kind of facilitating the play as opposed to driving the play. Although he does a very good job of driving the puck across the blue line and everything as well. But really, yeah, he just needs to be a setup man and let the rest of it take care of itself. And that's kind of something we've heard before as a strategy in general. Defense first and let the offense take care of itself. Move the puck up, let the offense take care of itself. So I think that's what he's adjusting to, and he's doing, throughout these postseasons, the last bit of the regular season as well. So I think, again, if he puts one in, great. I'm not looking for him to be the goal scorer that he was in Ottawa. I'm just looking for him to, continue to make good, smart plays in the defensive zone when he's got the puck, and then in the offensive zone to just help set things up. That's really all I'm looking for out of him.
I got a question from Matt F. When the Sharks control the neutral zone, they usually win. The speed of the Avalanche made that difficult. Do you think the Blues being slower is in their favor? I mean, I'll say this. They did look like they were breaking up a lot of zone entries, like we get frustrated with, but
I think any team that controls the neutral zone is going to have a much better chance of winning that game, though.
Look how the Devils won their cups in the mid-'90s. They
Just
clogged up the neutral zone. They created the trap. You control the neutral zone.
Yeah.
You're going to have a better time defensively.
Yeah.
Because then you're forcing them to try at least to dump it in, right? Because they can't skate it in. And then you could just chase it down. You got fast skaters like Karlsson on the back end who can retrieve that puck quicker and move it out quicker.
So to that question, do you feel that there is a speed? We brought this up a little bit earlier in the show. Do you feel that there's a significant speed difference between the Sharks and the Blues? I know the Blues maybe are a little bit heavier than Colorado, so maybe not quite as fast as some of Colorado's top guys, but they do have some guys with pretty good wheels.
Yeah, I think the Sharks are a good hybrid team in the sense that they have heavy guys that can play both games. Like you look at Vegas and Colorado. St. Louis game is more like the Vegas game minus the speed. I think Vegas has a lot more speed than St. Louis does.
Okay.
I think St. Louis is kind of like more like an Anaheim Ducks team where they're just heavy guys.
I'll say this. Sorry, go ahead. Finish your thought.
And they just. I feel like the Sharks are like a hybrid where they can play with speed, they can play with hard hitting, they can play with skill. There's multiple ways that the Sharks can beat a team or match a team and play their game.
From listening to the guys on the radio, Hedekin and Baker, it almost sounds like we are playing basically a mirror image of ourselves, though. They play 3 really deep lines. They have a good energy line. They can hit hard, but they also have high skill. They got a goalie who's playing, really, really well right now for being. Is this his rookie year, or is this just the first starting?
This is his rookie year. He played. I think he had 1 game in NHL experience before this season.
So it's like you got a hot goalie then who's doing really well, and you got big bodies who play well on D. I think our defense is probably, and I say this not completely knowing it, just watching what I saw tonight, because again, I haven't, read up on them or anything, but it's like it looked like their defensemen were much more almost like enforcer D-men.
Yeah,
they were hitting
heavier.
us hard in the offensive zone and clearing the puck. They weren't going in and pinching a lot,
They're
But
bigger.
overall,
Edmondson,
Yeah.
that dude's huge.
Parayko too is big.
Yeah,
well, it was Edmondson. He made us look like we were playing against kids. Like
yeah.
he's tall and wide and like.
Well, and I think that's the difference. Again, this is one of the things when we were talking about what to expect between the Sharks and Blues this series, right? And we said, they are very similar teams in that they've got a lot of depth, right? There's a top 9 that can really get you on both teams. And the goaltending for St. Louis has been very good, but it's also kind of, on the young side, and you can get in between his ears just a little bit, maybe knock him off his game, whereas Martin Jones is...
You can hope to, at least.
You can hope.
Yeah.
Martin Jones has been playing fairly well as of recent. Again, I still hold that it has a lot to do with the 5-man unit in front of him. But the main difference between those two teams, for what I was saying at least, was the blue line, and that we have Brent Burns, we have Erik Karlsson, we've got Marc-Eduard, we've got some of the best offensive defensemen in the game, and we have probably one of, if not the best defensive defenseman in the game. And not many other teams, any other teams actually match up to that, including St. Louis Blues. I mean, anybody that we face, the blue line is going to be the one of the things that we have that's greater than, in addition to, right? You can have another team that's got 3 lines of solid depth and a great goaltender, but you're not going to find the blue line that we have on any one of those teams. That includes Boston, right? So I don't know. I think that was one of the things that we had talked about already was, it's the blue line is going to be the main difference between the two teams. Now, it's nice to see that the forward depth for the Sharks kind of outshine the Blues, at least in game 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see that continue. But again, I think a lot of that, some of that has to do with the puck movement coming up and out of the zone and getting those chances, and that starts at our blue line. So... I mean, again, I think they're very similar teams, but I think that's where we shine differently from them.
I don't think this is going to be a short series either. I think it's going to go back and forth. Trading wins. Maybe not like Colorado, but it'll be a 6-7 game series, I think.
Do you guys think that, I mean, like when I was referring to what they were talking about as far as like mirror images, it's like more of the depth of the players and the type of players. But do you think the Blues, like a lot of people are like, no, Jason and somebody else is saying no, they don't, Navy 47, they don't seem like similar teams at all as far as the play style goes.
Okay, yeah. No, in terms of the play style, they may play different types of game, right? But I'm saying just the fact that there is that depth and that any one of those top 9 can put the puck in the net, right? That Robert Thomas kid, I mean, we saw it tonight, right? I mean, I was telling you, man, this guy looks like he's pretty solid. I mean, you take a look at the highlight reel, and he's buzzing out there, So, and he was creating plays, he was generating chances, and he had a couple shots on goal, I think. And he looked really good tonight. So that's a team, and again, centered by Tyler Bozak, a guy that's been in the league for a very long time, a guy that's played a lot of minutes with another team.
He had a goal tonight, I think.
Bozak had a goal tonight too.
Yeah.
So again, they may play different styles, yes, but I'm just saying. The amount of depth and the quality of their depth is similar to the quality of our depth in that any one of those guys in the top 9 can put the puck in the net at any given night. So,
Right.
yeah.
Project Blue Screen, Blue Scream, that is $5. Thank you very much in the super chat.
Sure.
Great night at the tank. Sharks won. Everyone around were super friendly. Lots of high fives. Got to meet Bakes.
Nice.
Got to meet Bakes. That is great day all around. Have $5.
Thanks.
Is
Thanks,
this
$5
is a Blues fan? I'm assuming by the name.
No.
No.
Project
I don't know.
Blue
Let us know
Scream.
Project Blue Scream if you are a Blues fan or Sharks fan.
Oh,
could be-
Blue Screen.
It could be
Scream.
Scream,
I got it. Okay.
Blues Cream, or Blue Scream.
I'm gonna say Project Blue Scream.
Blue Screen.
Because I'm
got
gonna
it.
just keep
Okay.
going
Yeah. No.
I'm just gonna say it enough
Blues
times that
Cream?
they'll give
Oh.
them time to answer.
Yeah. Okay. In any case, yes. Again, thank you so much. We appreciate the support for the show. That's cool. You got to meet Bakes. That's
He's
that's
a nice
awesome.
guy.
He's a really great
nice
guy.
guy.
We met him at that vintage 408, which was was it Clos Lachance?
Clos Lachance.
Yeah.
So you can pick up some Clos Lachance wine. Free plug here, I guess. They make vintage, both a Chardonnay and a Cab, which
I don't
they
even-
sell in the arena.
Can
so
you still get it in stores?
Yeah, Safeway
can?
has it.
Okay.
But if you go, if you're at the arena, if you're at the game and you order wine, it's most likely going to be that wine.
Okay.
And it's got the Sharks, the Finn logo. It's on that one, on the bottle, so you'll see it. It's out of shot, but whatever.
Yeah, no, we met him over there. We just kind of sat and chatted with him for a little bit. Really nice guy, really down to earth, awesome dude. So, and then after everything kind of happened with him, he's kind of been on this kind of like enlightenment path and everything, and I'm sure he's just even more of a joy to talk to. So, we would love to get him on the show talking with us. That'd be awesome. So maybe we'll reach out and see where that goes.
He'll be on the show.
Speaking of good
He'll be on the
guys,
show.
I think you guys retweeted this, but Donskoy paying off the entire.
Yes.
Go ahead,
It was
It was a skate park.
Yeah.
Back at home, right?
I
Wasn't
think
it?
so.
They were in debt, or they were about to get closed down, and so he paid off the debt, and they got to stay open. So they thanked
Yeah.
him. Something like that, right?
Yeah,
Was it a skate park?
I think it
or
was a
It's a
skate
skate
park.
park, yeah.
Yeah. Just really cool stuff. I love
That's-
hearing stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
man.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's hockey players right there. I
Yeah.
feel like they do that stuff and they're not really wanting the press for it. They don't do it for that reason.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Let's go. I mean, probably not to that scale, but like
I mean-
PK did the $10 million to the Children's Hospital thing.
Yeah, Donskoy's a great
Yeah.
guy.
Oh yeah, there's Donnie's stick.
The
right
Joe
there.
stick right here.
Yeah.
That was a gift for our Super Key Grip Joe, Jonas Donskoy. I told him, hey, you're one of my buddy's more favorite players. Would you mind if I grabbed a stick? And on the second try, I got the stick from him, so it was really cool.
Jason Hiller, I think when we were talking about the Meyer goal earlier,
Mm-hmm.
the one where he dangle and then dropped it. And
Yeah, the Forsberg move. If you guys don't know what the Forsberg move is, basically it's so if he's a right-handed shot, he's a left-handed shot. So he basically kind of dekes to his backhand, then goes back to his forehand and gets the goaltender sliding as if he's going to shoot to the forehand side. And then I don't know if he actually took his hand off the stick though. Usually you take your hand off of the left hand. You take your left hand off if he's left-handed, and you swing your stick out on the right, and you just kind of reach around the goalie and tap it, right? And it's Peter Forsberg did this move, I guess, the first time around, so it was known as the Forsberg. So yeah, Timo executed that one. It was beautiful.
Hey, you're talking about
Really-
Peter Forsberg, not Philip.
No,
Forsberg.
not Philip Forsberg. Peter Forsberg. Yeah.
So now, let me ask. I think it was Jason Hiller asking. Do you guys think that's the prettiest goal, or the best goal of the playoffs so far? I still like LeBank's first goal, or was it like the third goal of the
Colorado.
game one in Colorado,
I
where he
think-
went through.
Yeah.
Nutmeg. What do you call it? Yeah.
I think Timo's goal is going to be more of a highlight goal that you'll see throughout the playoffs that the NHL is going to use, and also in like future just playoff whatever.
Yeah.
Like, the commercials that the hype up to like watch playoffs, like you're going to see that in those commercials all the time.
Okay.
Just because LeBank's was awesome, but his started off with basically nutmegging, ranting in at the blue line, and then skating in and shooting and scoring. You didn't really deke the goalie; you just beat him on a shot. So I think it's just a prettier goal for Timo to deke the goalie out like that.
You don't think they're gonna lead one of those like highlight playoff reels with Pavelski just going right off the face?
Oh yeah, probably not.
Maybe just the Sharks highlight one.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get a highlight reel of every single Sharks goal in the playoffs all in slow mo.
Some of them, I mean,
Take 45 minutes.
It's gonna be a long time.
it's gonna take a
Yeah.
long time.
For
I'd
sure.
watch it.
Oh yeah, of course.
I got to go back and watch a couple of those, like the Kings comeback one where they beat the Kings.
Yeah.
I got to watch the
jumbo
Vegas
slide.
series again. I'm looking for point it out to me if you know where it is. Like one of those an Avs series recap now, because they had the Vegas one. Now I want to see an Avs one just to relive, because it's only been 14 games, but it's been so long. You think back to that LeBanc goal.
Is a lot.
Yeah.
That means we've done 14 shows plus 2 recaps, 16 shows before this round started.
17.
Well, I said before this round started.
Anyway,
It's a lot of shows.
it's a lot of shows. The wives love.
Oh,
Love this.
absolutely love it. Super producer Jason over there too.
I hear him yawning in the
Snoring.
background.
Snoring.
Yeah, so I think we went through all the goals, right?
Aside from the empty net, which still was, I like that he delayed it. It wasn't just a quick trying to throw it down.
Yeah, cool.
So some people-
Again, any comments or questions that you guys have, feel free to send them in, because Super Geek Grip Joe is moderating, obviously. So
I am attempting to do my best.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop you guys from saying some inappropriate things earlier.
what'd I say?
Your conversation is inducing lots of laughter. That's all I'll say.
Uh-oh. What'd I do?
Nothing. I'm going away. Anyways,
Is it something I did?
I think it had to do with the name of
Is
that guy.
His
it
fault?
was names and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
1705, it's working.
it's working. So we got 142 people watching right now. If you guys want to throw in anyone who's here from the Blues or anyone who's new, go ahead and throw in the roll call. Let us know where you're logging in from and how you found us. I see a couple of the guys had said that they were here from podcast, first time here, which is awesome.
nice.
And the guy who was here for the podcast was they normally listen on Spotify.
So the folks that are in on podcast, if you're tuning in to the live, hoping to hear if you won the hat or the beanie or the socks or the koozie / cooler, which Super Cube Joe has informed me that it shouldn't be called a cooler because it doesn't cool anything. What did you say?
A cooler.
What did you call it?
A insulating sleeve.
Insulating sleeve.
It's a piece of foam.
So anybody who put hashtag cooler, I'm sorry, you lose. Hashtag insulating sleeve.
no,
Joe
don't.
wins.
Don't do
No,
that.
I'm kidding.
No,
Don't do that.
no, and no, I'm not giving up the Jonas stick.
Oh, your batteries are running low on your microphone.
Oh, that's
Are they? Oh, jeez.
People are asking real quick. I want to update everybody on the hashtag, like the contest from the last one.
Yeah.
I have my little randomizer sheet that I'm going to be going through tonight, so we will get that out soon. Because I won't
During
be able
the
to do
show,
it. No,
or-
We need to do
No.
it during the show.
but you didn't tell me that you needed it during the
Yeah,
show,
we're
so
doing
I'm
it
going to
during
go on
the show. We
hiatus
told
here for the
everyone
next
we're
10
doing it during
minutes.
the show.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Because we told everyone we're going to do it during the show then. So we'll
Let's
do
do
a
a
roll
roll
call.
call.
20 minutes right there.
Aaron, go pick up your laptop and start responding to some people, and I will go and do this.
You really want me to do that?
Well,
You
yeah,
want me to
because
do the roll
I
call?
need time to focus.
Yeah, so
after
Joe,
lights
poor
out
Joe,
over here.
we told everybody except Joe, I guess, about what was going to happen with the contest. And poor guy is getting his, CSV?
Yeah, I've got my CSV and my all kinds of fun stuff.
He's getting it all figured out right now so that we can get this thing put together and we can pick a winner. So, yeah, I think one of the nice things is we'll have a little bit more wall space. So hopefully we get a few more things from the Sharks over there in the Shark store, and we can put some more stuff up. That'd be great. Also, these 5, I don't think the winner of whoever wins this stuff, I don't think we're going to eliminate them from any of the baubles and shirts and all that stuff because we didn't really make that a rule. So if you win one of these 5 things, that's okay. If we do future ones, then we'll probably say, okay, you can only win one of those. So just as a heads up, but these won't eliminate you from the future raffle. So there's that.
All right, I'm going to start with the roll call.
Yeah.
Jeez. Brandon Pearl, John Doe. We'll start there. You're a regular. Good to see you. John Williams, go Blues. That's cool. We got some Blues people in here. I don't give Kachuk. I just went and watched a Nabokov interview. How'd you do that?
What, grow the mustache or an interview?
That's a good question.
How did we do that? Well, we had a contact, and we okay. So it was during his San Jose Sports Hall of Fame inductee ceremony, I guess it's called. So yeah, he was there, and we showed up, and we were able to interview him because of a contact that we had, and yeah, that's basically all it took was just knowing somebody.
Yeah, so I missed out because I was in Oakland for a concert, I think, that night.
Yeah, that was the.
I bought
Morrison,
tickets
or-
to Van Morrison
Yeah.
for my wife. long time before this. I think it was for our anniversary, and neither of us had seen him, and it's like her favorite performer, one of them. And so we're gone, and they're like, "Oh, guess what? Like, the night before the interview, we get to go interview Nabokov." I'm like, you get to interview Nabokov. I don't get to go.
Yeah, so that was during the month of November where I had
Right.
the mustache only thing going on, giant caterpillar on my lip, and so it was sad.
Right. All right. Illuminato, Sacramento. You might be going to Game 5 too.
Nice.
Matt F. Fin Factor Body Tingles. Like a Tiger. YouTube or SoundCloud from Brisbane, Australia. Welcome. That's awesome.
Nice.
Armando Alvarado, Southern California. Hot Wheels 84, Salt Lake City, Utah. Stevenson Yee, San Francisco, California. Fin Factor makes my body tingle.
Fin
Yeah. And it just jumped on me. Here we go. It's starting again.
Okay.
Joel, that's a great name. How'd you just get Joel? Turlock, California, found it on YouTube. Go Sharks. Ryan McLaughlin, Elk Grove, though I'm in Tahoe at the moment for Mother's Day. Found you guys on YouTube about halfway into the season. Joe's One Too Many. Fairfield, thoughts on Ryan Merkley?
He's young, very, very talented, and not ready for the NHL yet. So
Another 2 years,
Yeah.
I think we'll see him. Alex Wright, Bozeman, Montana. Sharks found you looking for something better than Fear the Fin. Well, thank you. Flet Actual, Sharks territory from Minnesota here. Lots of salty Wild fans here at work. Hashtag he hate me. Debbie Smith, Fin Factor. I'm not going to read the rest. This is just
It's on the screen.
blue cream causes body tingles. There's a lot of blue cream.
Yeah,
stuff.
it was the whole.
going
It was
on
the
here.
blues.
Oh, the
blues.
Right.
Blue scream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's it. Kind of spiraled a bit.
Stevenson Yee, hashtag toaster with built-in camera.
Yeah. By the way, should we tell him that because somebody got it from last episode?
Oh, they did see it?
Somebody figured it out. It was Sean Savage, I think.
I didn't know. I
Okay,
didn't see the
because
comment.
he saw it and he's like, "Yeah, I see the toaster in the background." I caught that. I'm like, "Dude, you're one of the few," because
Yeah.
nobody else of like the hundreds of or 100-something comments that I had to go through and approve one by one, which was terrible. Yeah, he was the only one that was like, "Oh, look, toaster."
Yeah. D Duptex, Fairfield. Super Crab GTK.
What?
Super crab.
Super crap. That was me. Who is this?
Hashtag toaster.
Oh, hashtag toaster.
I don't know.
Wait, the person's
There's
name
a
was
lot.
Super
There's
Crab?
a lot of hashtag toasters now. This is just.
Can I real quick? Let me borrow 30 seconds to tell the Super Crab thing. Okay, I was in college and not our roommate, but the guy that lived next to us was really cool. His name was Brian, and he was kind of like a coder type of guy. And was it Sean? Maybe Sean did it. Anyway, so one of the guys basically made this game, and it was called Super Crab, and it was like a crab that it was like almost like a Mario thing, but it was like a crab. And so like he made this like rap thing to it, and it started off with like a record scratching and going Super Crab. So yeah. Anyway, that was I saw that and I thought maybe was it Super Crab G2K? Because
Yeah.
if that's
Yeah.
somebody who knows that.
Yeah.
That's probably Brian. Or Sean, I don't know. Anyway, let me know who you are because you're on the inside for sure. Go ahead.
Swing Time, Stockholm, Sweden. Since 13th September last year, seen every episode.
Nice.
Thank you for joining us. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
John Williams watching from St. Louis. Go Blues. You're always welcome. Thank you
Okay.
for joining. Project Blue Scream, again, from Vallejo. Usually listen on Spotify. I'm a Sharks fan. The guy who had the Fin Factor hat on in the toaster and on Instagram. He took the picture. We put it up on our episode. He took a picture with the poster with the Fin Factor hat on.
Yes,
that's
that
him.
one. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Illuminato question: what's your intro song? Jay, do you want to chime in on that one?
It's a secret.
It's a secret. We actually
It's the Fin Factor intro song.
right.
Yeah. It's ours. It actually is ours.
We
so,
bought it.
yeah.
Literally.
We got some more music in the works.
We licensed it, and we have some more music in the works, probably for season 2.
Maybe.
It's you guys doing that lounge singing stuff,
I
right?
really like our intro music though. I really like it. So anyway, go ahead.
Jumped. Sorry, I'm coming back. Not gonna read that name, but from Vancouver, British Columbia. Saw you on YouTube.
Yeah, skip.
Yeah, skip.
Did you
I have to go back and read
Alex Mann from the UK, now living in San Jose. Go Sharks. Flet Actual, Sharks territory from Minnesota here. Lots of salty Wild fans here at work. Wait, I already read that one.
Yeah.
Jamie Murphy, Hong Kong. Welcome,
Nice.
Jamie. Michael Salapong, Columbia, Maryland. Debbie Smith, Sunnyvale. Max Nielsen, Chicago. Ben Agunsri, watching from Thailand once again. San Jose Sharks. If we make it to the finals, I will try to make a trip to San Jose for sure. Hope to watch your show locally soon. That's fantastic, Ben.
Yeah.
If that happens, let's get a picture together.
Yeah,
That's
for
great.
Sure.
Sharks Insiders going to Game 5. On-Eyed Reaper, or what's the long name? East
One-Eyed
Side. No, he didn't have the other.
Okay.
It's mixed, whatever. East Side San Jose, still that guy with your guy's card from Pure Hockey. Nice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Karina Sarkari, San Jose, and wins tonight's game.
Nice.
Wayne Z from Santa Clara. Misfit. Wait, hold on. Who's in Salt Lake? That was Kim Rye was in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
You guys are all over the place tonight. We are. Thank you.
It's been a rough day.
Jake Nerwinski, Camino, California. Dang it. Phil Martins, Edmonton, flying down for Game 5. First game at the Tank.
Nice.
Can't wait. That's going to be a heck of a first game.
Well, according to Aaron, we're not going to Game 5.
Right.
So,
Well,
sorry
maybe.
to disappoint you.
Maybe. Can we try and get the Fin Factor toaster trending? What a crossover.
I think I already saw someone with the hashtag TFF makes my body tingle on Twitter, and it's not trending yet.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed, guys.
Joe is one too many. I'm going to get a Fin Factor sticker just to put on my toaster. And
Nice.
Booker Tyne, Sacramento, Go Sharks. Jason Hillier, San Ramon, I live here. Sean Savage, Chandler, Arizona, hashtag toaster.
There you
Joe,
go.
how's it going?
We getting close?
I want to talk about it.
Oh my goodness. All right, we gotta have some comments or something else to.
I skipped over some comments because I was going through the
Okay.
roll call, but what did you think of Hurdle's goal? Hurdle score a goal tonight?
Wait, Hurdle?
No, Hurdle didn't get one tonight. You had
They're a couple episodes behind.
Couture, Pavelski, LeBanc, Meyer. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said yeah.
Hurdle had a really nice wraparound though. He was trying to he power moved himself.
He did.
In through the slot area there, and then he tried to wrap it and just went a little bit wide, I think, or maybe got a pad on it or something like that. But it was a great solid move. Again, Hurdle is just.
Hurdle once again 62% face-off circle.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking it up. And I wanted to see
I saw
who's
Goody,
the main guy.
Goodrow.
O'Reilly, 47%.
Yeah. How about Goodrow? Did you have a stat on him?
Goodrow, 64%.
Yeah. See, I think again, Goodrow is killing it in the face-off circle.
This
along
doesn't
with
tell
Hurdle,
me how
yeah.
many, just the percentage.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah, that's fantastic. Ice time. Joachim Ryan. Over under 8 minutes.
Actually, he played more towards the end there. Over 8 though. Okay, I'll say over.
9 minutes and 52 seconds, almost 10 minutes.
Look at that.
He actually was very close to Donskoy, who had 9:56. So Donskoy was the least amount for forwards, but that's including a minute 10 of shorthanded time and 24 seconds of power play time. But again, 26 minutes for Carlson. He led the team.
Mm-hmm.
Burns had 24. Braun had 20. Lassick had 20. Dillon had 14.
I like there was a comment that DeBoer made. It was in the middle of it was after a TV timeout or something like that. They had it on the bench with the coach kind of thing, and they're like, what do you think about them basically trying to run Carlson, if he's taking the hits and everything else, and how are you gonna mitigate that? How are you gonna try to eliminate that? And DeBoer basically said, he's been the target his entire career. I think he knows how to handle himself. So
Yeah.
I thought that was a really great response by Pete DeBoer right there. So just thought I'd bring that one up. But yeah, no, I mean they were definitely going after Carlson. I'm surprised to hear that he had more minutes than Burns, because Burns was playing what he said. They said he played a full hour more than anybody else in the playoffs.
I believe it.
Like it's insane the amount of time this guy's putting on the ice. So maybe they're dialing him back just a little bit, but even then he was second only to Carlson. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Plus,
Plus, Joachim Ryan was on the ice for a lot of that time as well, and he probably took up some of Burnsy's minutes there too.
Max Nielsen. I'm a bartender in Chicago and have created the only Sharks bar in Chicago.
Wow.
We're flying the flag proudly in the Sharks territory gear. somehow I've turned many Hawks fans into Sharks fans. That's fantastic.
That's no easy thing to do because the Hawks fans are pretty diehard, or Chicago fans in general, I think, are pretty diehard about the Chicago teams. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Wow.
Cool. I guess you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to plug our merchandise.
Sure, yeah.
Why not? So I'm going to put the link out there. It's go to thefinfactor.com.
Would be good if you had a San Jose Sharks bar, just saying.
Right. Going on the coattails of that. We have a discount code, and it's, let me go this way, playoff mode for 10% off. So that's 10% off of everything in your order. So stack up that cart and put in the code, and you'll get 10% off.
Yeah.
Stickers for your toaster.
Yeah, stickers
For
for
your toaster. There you go. And we also have T-shirts if you want to wear a T-shirt. We have beautiful looking hats. In fact, they look great next to toasters, as you saw that picture from that one guy. So yeah, feel free to get your swag on, and also send us pictures of you wearing it if you buy stuff.
Yeah.
Stevenson asked earlier where we need to send the just got the teal shirt and wanted to know where to send the picture. I suggested Facebook and Instagram, email, or carrier pigeon.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to put it out there and you can just like at the Fin Factor, like on Twitter or something like that, that's fine. If you want to just DM us directly, or you can do an email to us, right?
You can email to us.
Yeah.
There's also a community tab in YouTube. If you're only
That
on
works too.
YouTube, because
Yeah.
there was somebody that had emailed us, I think, or asked a question about where they could send it. The community tab, you can post it on there, which is on YouTube. So that would work.
Yeah.
I think.
No.
Or is that only us posting?
Only us.
Oh. Well,
So don't do that.
Forget that. You can email us thefinfactor@gmail.com, and you can send it there if you'd like. Otherwise, yeah, any of those socials. So Twitter and Facebook is @thefinfactor, and Instagram is @finfactor. If you'd like to use any one of those to DM us or just put it out to the world and just make sure that we see it, you can do it that way as well.
there's so many inside stuff going on here. Just
More blue screen.
yes. Favorite thing to toast? Go. Someone
What?
wrote, what's your favorite thing to toast? Go.
Bagels.
Blue screen.
Someone wrote Blues Cream. It's just off the rails tonight. Oh my gosh.
We started a little late, and it shows.
Yeah. No, and it's been a little bit of a loopy day. So
And Comcast has not knocked us off the air.
that's the amazing thing.
Nor have I.
And the camera that wasn't, you guys understand, the camera wasn't powering on earlier. Like
Audio
that's,
card, then the camera.
yeah, everything was going wrong today, and then all of a sudden it just started working. We don't even know why.
Bone Thug 1408. Will you guys be on NHL 19 tonight?
I probably will.
I think I will too. I think I'm gonna make it.
I'm gonna say probably only because I had to skip out of a Mother's Day dinner family thing. Yes, I know.
I thought you went and then came here.
I did. I had to leave early,
But you went.
but I went.
Doesn't
But I
count.
left
This
early.
doesn't count if you left early.
Yeah, exactly. Does you see how long have you been married again?
Well,
Your
regardless.
attendance
a
was
year
there.
and a year and a day longer than you, or something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Paul, when you've been married as long as I have, you know. You just know these things.
Yeah, Joe and I have this when you've insert whatever thing you've done here.
If it's age related,
They want to know
Paul's
what's
got
in
me.
my bottle.
Oh,
Definitely, unfortunately, water.
yeah. I have an Oreo shake from Burger King. Unfortunately, that's what I have. It's gross.
I thought you went to dinner.
I did, but I didn't have enough time to stay there to eat. Nobody wants to hear about this.
You went to Burger King?
I had to. I had to eat something before I got here.
You went to
I'm
Burger
free
King
club.
instead of In-N-Out.
I had to.
I'm gonna bleep you guys out.
See? Again, he's still talking about this. Nobody cares.
Now
Nobody
mention
cares.
McDonald's.
All right, you know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna attempt to bring it back and
Yes,
to stall
please.
you guys for another
Good
50 comments here.
Blue waffles.
No, real
No.
quick. No, censor
What?
yourself, man. Real quick. So we had a good game plan tonight, which was, I mean, I thought there was going to be a feeling out game. What do you guys think Game 2 is going to be like? Is it going to be more hitting from St. Louis? Are they going to give up on that and go back to trying to play? I mean, they play heavy, right?
I
Yeah.
think it's going to be tighter.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
less goals and tighter, and everything's going to tighten up. Like I'd say it'd be like a 3-1 or a 2-1 win.
Yeah.
3-1 with one of them being an empty netter.
Sure.
So I think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, I think they were trying to send a message at the end there, right? Getting all kind of rough and tumble. Oh, hi, I'm up here. There we go. They were getting all rough and tumble at the end there, and really, guys, jeez. And I think that they're going to want to have that carry over into the next game. But you just never know. You never know. They might say, you know what? the hitting and everything, maybe it's an investment, or maybe it's just not working. We just got lit up 6-3, right? So maybe the hitting is taking us off of our game. We need to stop focusing on them and what they're doing and focus on what we're doing. And that's usually the right game plan, right? I mean, in playoffs, yes, you focus in more on what the other team is doing and trying to shut them down, as opposed to during the regular season. You focus more on your own game. But maybe that's what they're going to go back and do, is say, you know what, forget trying to hit Erik Karlsson. Let's just try to beat them with what we have and what's been working for us. So, and maybe hitting folks left and right has been working for them, and that's part of the game plan. Okay, great. But I think you're right. I think they're going to tighten it up. I think there's going to be a lot less goal scoring. It's easy to say when 9 goals went in one game, right? Obviously, we feel like there's going to be less. Even if it was like 5 in total, it was like a 2-3 game, right? I don't think you're going to see 9 goals in this series again in one game.
What do you think about St. Louis's decision not to pull Pennington after the second period?
I didn't have a problem with it. I honestly didn't. I don't think the game was too far out of hand at any one point. I mean, let's remember, it was 5-3. That's only 2 goals down. If you're very confident in your goaltender and you're very confident in your forwards and their ability to generate plays and scoring chances, then leave them, right? Give yourself the best chance to win. If you're still pulling your goalie with 2 goals down, that means you think you can win still, right? So if you think you can win still, I wouldn't be pulling Pennington, right? If you think you have the opportunity to win, you're going to want your best goalie in the net. I don't think Pennington needs to get pulled unless he's either injured or unless the game is way out of hand. If it was 6-2, different story, pull Pennington, because you're probably not going to come back and score 4 goals unless you get a 5-minute major.
Or if it's like 4 goals in the first period.
What?
If it's 4 goals in the first period.
Right. If it's like rapid fire, 4 goals, and he made like 3 saves on like 7 shots or something, right?
I mean, at one point he was 5 goals on 20 shots, so he's like, that's not a great record, but it's not. Again, they were getting goals back too.
Yeah. I think the game was close enough at that point still that they could have come back and won that game, right? All it takes is a power play. You get a power play, and you're down by 1 goal. Not a 5-minute, I know you guys are. I'm just saying, get a normal power play, score 1 goal. You're down by 1. Pull the goalie. If you guys get lucky, you pot 1, and then you're tied up, and you go into OT and roll the dice.
I mean, that is something
I don't think they needed to pull Pennington. I think that was an okay decision to leave him. Yeah.
I think that is something that the guys on the broadcast love to say whenever it's like, it's 2-0, and then they get a goal, and they're like, they cut the lead in half, and it's like, technically, yes, you are correct. Sure.
I guess.
But...
No, and it's something that they always say too, is a 2-goal lead is the worst lead to have, right? Because you feel too comfortable, and then all of a sudden 1 goal goes in, and they're only 1 goal away, right? All you have to do is goof up 1 more time, and now your lead's gone, right? Your precious 2-goal lead. So
could be they weren't confident in Jake Allen either coming in, right?
I don't see why you would be.
Like, it's not like when the Sharks pulled Jones in the first series against Vegas, right? They pulled Jones and they put in Dell. Sorry. When they pulled Jones and put in Dell, that actually shows off the rails. They came back.
Yeah.
Like in that one game, Martin Jones got a no decision because the Sharks scored enough goals to cover how much he gave up.
Yeah.
So I feel like the Sharks are a lot more confident in their backup than St. Louis is, because if the Sharks were in that position, I wouldn't be surprised if they did pull him, mainly to spark the team, to give Jones a little bit of a rest to go into game 2 well rested. Sure. So that's why I was a little surprised that they didn't do it. I thought that they would have.
Okay.
I was thinking, coming in the third period, I wouldn't be surprised if Pennington wasn't here, but he was still there. I mean, he didn't play poorly. I don't think a lot of those goals could be really faulted on him.
Yeah.
It's not like he let in any soft goals.
But yeah, I mean, again, let's take a look at the goal a couple of the goals that went in, right? So, like the cross crease one-timer. No chance, right? I don't care, again, I don't care what goalie you are. I don't care how good of a goalie you are. I don't care how much you get paid, carry price. I'm just saying, if it's a 2-on-1 and that happens, a cross creaser with a one-timer, if that goes according to plan for the guys that've got the puck, it's going in the back of your net. I don't care who you are. You'd have to be, pretty amazing to be able to make that save, right? Or cheating, to come over and make the slide. So that one I don't put that on Pennington at all. That one's just a breakdown where they didn't have both their defensemen back there. Timo ran one of them over, right? Then you've got the Forsberg style goal from Timo, where he dekes and then he pulls like this wide one-handed tap in. Again, it's a breakaway essentially is what it is, and it's a phenomenal move, a really high skill play, and you don't blame your goaltender on that one. So yeah, no, I think you're right. Then there's the one that went off of the skate. it's fluky, weird bounce, right? So there's a lot of things that went wrong for the St. Louis Blues that I wouldn't necessarily blame Pennington for. I think that snipe by LeBanc,
Right.
that one was just a phenomenal
There
goal.
was the 5-on-3, right?
Yeah, and then the other one's a 5-on-3. Yeah.
That's nothing you can really pin on him.
Yeah, I think Pennington is a great goaltender. I think he's solvable. But I also think, like you said, there's the three factors, and one of those three factors is luck. And I think Sharks had a little bit of luck on their side. We were able to capitalize on a 5-on-3. We had one go off of a skate. We had a breakaway and a 2-on-1 chance where team was running a guy over. So I mean, there's a lot of things that went right for the San Jose Sharks tonight, and it's not necessarily something that went wrong with Pennington. So that's my take.
Yeah. Rob Thomas quote here. I wouldn't throw it all on the D. When they don't have any options, it's hard for them to make a play. For us forwards, we have to find better lanes and give them more outs.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, I agree with that as just a general statement. Yeah.
Yeah.
When your feet aren't moving or you're not getting in those open passing lanes and creating lanes for the defenseman to pass it up to you, it makes it really difficult for them to move it up and out. And I've always told the beer league guys that were on the team, it's the defenseman's got the puck and he's looking for you guys. Now, a lot of times in beer league, they just skate straight and left wing, right center, and right wing. They just skate straight ahead, and that's the easiest pass to pick off because no one's crisscrossing or moving or anything. And I always told them, look, it's not the guy with the puck's responsibility to find you and get you the puck. It's your responsibility to create a passing lane for him to be able to get the puck to you. So I think that's a good statement there by Mr. Rob Thomas.
And here's
of
one
Matchbox 20.
From Eric Carlson, was asked about St. Louis Blues physicality and trying to wearing him down. He said, "We just played hockey tonight. They worried about a few other things, and we won the game."
Which goes back to what I'm saying. It's like maybe we go back to our game as opposed to worrying about what Eric Carlson is doing, right? So or trying to hit Eric Carlson part of our game. Why don't we just play the way that we would normally play and not worry about it? Because again, score kind of speaks for itself tonight, right?
Yep. I think I think they were definitely targeting Eric Carlson.
Mm-hmm.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if they keep doing that all series, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Just trying to wear down the Sharks, and then someone had mentioned that's kind of like the only way that they feel like they could probably win is if they can get an injury or two of the Sharks. Not that they're like really trying to injure them, but you hit someone hard enough, something's gonna happen.
Well, and he's got the groin issues. He's got some other history with the foot and everything else. So the more you can get him tired out and put the body on him, the less effective he'll be. And when you can take Eric Carlson out of a game, hey, that's great. Now you still have to deal with some pretty solid guys on the blue line for the Sharks, but the replacement's going to be a Tim Heed,
Right.
Who I'm sure they're far more comfortable going up against Tim Heed than Eric Carlson. At the same time, we've seen Tim Heed, and he's no Eric Carlson, but he is absolutely solid. I wouldn't mind having him step in if Carlson goes down for any other reason, but. Obviously, you'd love to see Carlson stay in the game. You'd love to see him stay in the series. And, hopefully he does. But that's obviously part of their game plan right now. And we'll see if that shifts in game 2.
Yeah, it's just interesting that they're going after Carlson and not Burns. I guess because Carlson's a lot smaller.
Carlson's smaller. Carlson has a history this season of being injured. So it makes more sense to pick on him. Yeah. You're not going to pick on Brent Burns. He's too big.
He had 3 assists in the last series
Yeah.
versus Colorado versus Burns, who had 10 points, I think, in 7 games. They're picking on the wrong guy, but whatever.
Sure.
I don't know if you can injure Burns. He'd probably just...
I don't think you can.
You whack him with a stick and your stick breaks.
He's unbreakable.
Yeah. How's
Anyway.
it going, Joe?
I'm getting there, man. I'm almost done.
Okay. He's trying to give you guys a legitimate,
I'm trying. I'm giving you. So I have all of them randomized.
Yeah.
And now I am refreshing a certain amount of times.
Okay.
Just to make sure it's nice and jumbled up. And I'm not looking at the names.
Okay.
I'm just clicking refresh. The only thing I'm looking at is am I clicking refresh or not versus, clicking off completely. So
yeah, he's trying to be as honorable as possible, and some people would just say just pick a name, whatever. No, not Joe. Joe is
pick a name.
putting everybody in the spreadsheet.
Just close
and
your
he's
eyes
refreshing
and go like
making
this to your
sure
screen. You
Well,
are the winner.
I'm working on the dartboard where I can just toss something on there.
So yeah, Joe's.
All right,
Joe's
give me
doing his
a
best.
number between 1 and 10.
Give you a number.
19.
That's not between 1 and 10.
8 Pavs.
All right, so 8. All right, so I'm going to click refresh 8 more times, and
Okay.
then those will be the winners.
Okay,
officially.
so we're doing this right now, right? So everybody.
You told me, that's why
Yeah,
I
I
did
know.
the
We're doing
thing.
this right now. So everybody
You get
can't hear over this. Everybody who entered for the hat, the beanie, the socks, the koozie, and the
What are we gonna do first?
and the mini stick. Yeah, are we doing a
in the order that you said. I think was cooler, mini
Okay.
stick.
So
hat,
I'm gonna
socks,
pull them.
beanie.
I'm gonna pull them off the wall and show them to you guys as you're doing it. Then, okay? So for the cooler, sorry, the insulating sleeve.
The insulating sleeve #cooler
Winner
goes to Sean Savage.
No way,
Hey!
Sean Savage. Congratulations, Sean. This is now your can cooler / insulating sleeve. That's it.
Moving on to the next one there. Mini stick.
I'm gonna put this
Up
down
next.
over here.
Mini
Okay,
stick.
Mini stick.
It's gonna look good if you can get that
Yeah,
to a
Aaron's
practice.
gonna, Aaron's gonna hold the
design,
mini
right?
stick this time. Go ahead. That way.
All right, the mini stick. Name drum roll. You gonna give a drum roll? Nothing. All right. Travis McLean.
Hey, Travis.
Congratulations.
Nice.
you are.
You could play lots of mini hockey with this stick.
Yeah, you could.
Or you could put it up on a set somewhere. If
Right.
you.
Or you can put it
Start-
up on a
start-
site. Yeah, if you
start.
start a show that competes with ours.
All right, next one is the hat.
Hat.
That was the next one in line, and we have
Drum roll. Thank you.
just 2 letters here. TL.
TL. TL.
There you go.
Okay, TL. Thank you. Congratulations. All right, next. Socks.
Next is the socks, which I think. Let me.
A lot of people were really wanting.
So we had
these.
26,
Yeah.
28 people raffle off the cooler here. We had a total of 32 for the mini stick.
Okay.
The hat was 34.
Oh boy.
The socks was, I think, 40 here.
Wow.
And then the beanie will be next, and that one was 29. So
Okay.
there you go.
Most
So this is the
popular item
most
right here.
requested right
There
here.
you go. Yeah.
And the winner of the socks is, I'm not sure, it's John Doe.
Oh, Branham and Pearl
Nice.
John Doe.
Yeah,
guys
that's
can hand
easy.
those
We
off.
can just walk it over to you.
Yeah, it's great.
Just don't wear them as you walk over.
Yeah.
They
All right,
still-
sweaty. It's not me. I
They still
promise.
smell from Paul wearing.
No.
It's all buttoned up on the top.
I'm
isn't it?
joking.
All right, and the final one, the beanie here.
Oh no! I gotta get up.
Yep.
Okay.
The beanie
The beanie.
goes to James Baker Co.
James Baker Co.
Yes.
Company?
I don't know. It's Baker Dash Co.
Baker Dash Co.
COE.
Okay.
There you go.
Awesome.
Very nice, guys. That's all the items. So hey,
Yay.
congratulations to all
Thanks
of our
for
winners.
participating.
Yeah, thanks for participating. Thanks for subscribing and being part of the show and the live, and anybody that helped out with the super chat. I know John Doe has definitely purchased the socks, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you bought those socks, buddy. He's been contributing.
No, he
for
won
a
the
while.
socks. You made me do like 15 minutes of trying to get in a randomizer here. I did
Yeah, I
that
guess
legit.
that's true. Yeah, no, Joe actually did do the randomizer for everything. So, yeah, so there's that. So there's a nice big gap here now. So we'll try to fill this up with some more stuff. But we'll also be at some point doing more giveaways. The shirts, the like Burnsy. I think you're keeping the Joe Pavelski one, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the Joe Pavelski
Sorry.
one's off limits because
Sorry,
he
I'm
wants
not
it.
sorry.
But then we have some other shirts that we're going to be giving away as well. So keep your eyes open for that. If you are not subscribed, you should be subscribed so that you know when we are going live, get the notifications, and then you can go ahead and partake in all of this stuff, all the raffles and things that we're doing. So I think we're going to do one of them specifically, you said, as podcast only. Otherwise, it'll be, again, probably in a YouTube episode, and we're going to give people a day or 2 or 3 or whatever it is to go ahead and subscribe and like, and put their hashtag in for whatever item it is that they like. So there's that.
By the way, Paul,
Yeah.
Illuminato called you out.
Uh-oh.
You were making dad noises when you stood up. Not quite as good as Donskoy getting hit in the chest noises, but you know.
Oh, the that was never mind. Anyway. You don't remember that?
All right.
During the game 7, round 1, game 7, when I was gone, you two were sitting here. Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be here all week.
Go check that out. I actually have the comment pinned for
Weird
when,
noise or
yeah,
something?
weird noise at this time. Click the timestamp and you'll hear Don't do it now because you'll leave the stream. Do it when we're done. But yeah, check that out because Joe makes a very awkward noise.
I just do what I do. Just do what I do.
Nice. All right. Anything else you guys want to do or talk about here?
We'll send our merch thing over again. We got 10% off in the store. You can go to thefinfactor.com, and under the coupon code, it's playoff mode. So feel free to buy some stickers for your toaster, hats, shirts.
My buddy Ben,
V-cut shirts.
my buddy Ben at work bought a shirt.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend was like, "This is a really nice shirt," and he went back on and bought another one because they are truly very soft.
They're ridiculously soft.
They're next level is the brand, right?
The ones behind you.
It's like the softest thing I own.
It's actually the same brand as these shirts. It's the same shirt.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, next level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, dude.
So it's super good quality.
Yeah, for sure.
We didn't chimp out on them.
No, we
Skimp,
didn't.
you mean?
Skimp out on
The first...
It is one of those nights. It's just
You
nothing.
say chimp?
I was going to say
Like-
chimp.
Get
You weren't
chintzy?
cheap. Yeah, just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, folks.
It's been a day.
Animaniacs.
We still have 121 watching. I don't know why. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Your support is well received, and we do appreciate all of the comments, all of the questions, all of the super chat, everything that you guys have been doing to make the show what it is. We really do appreciate it. And
There's a lot of inside jokes that get created during these shows.
I'm going to have to go through and try to find everything else that you guys are talking about. I think I got probably 3 or 4 of them, but there might be more, so who knows. Get those hashtags trending on Twitter. TFF makes my body tingle is one of them, that's for sure. Get that going. Let's do it. Anybody who's going to be on tonight for NHL 19, I think Aaron said he will. I am probably, I don't know about Joe, but anyway,
on kids, right?
look for that.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. And also check out the, like you said, community, but there's a community tab, I guess, on the PS4 as well. Search the Fin Factor and join that community. That's the way we can kind of all talk to each other and when we're going to be on.
There's also a team on Xbox for your Xbox players out there. Patrick Cabral is running it. So just same thing, search for the Fin Factor or TFF for the abbreviation.
Yeah.
You'll find it.
Okay, so with that said, I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. So we're looking forward to Game 2, and that's going to be on
Monday.
Okay, good.
It's
so
at 6 p.m. instead of 5 p.m., I believe.
yeah, that's the 6 p.m. show.
Yeah.
Oh boy, are we good?
Yep.
Okay. So
God dang.
Off the rails.
it's been a night, and we appreciate you sticking with us thus far. So for super producer Jason, super key grip Joe, I'm Paul,
And I'm Aaron.
and we will see you
Monday.
Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.